Good evening, everybody. It's Bam. Welcome back to another Hearthstone episode. Tonight we're going to be going with a new deck. Not the rogue deck we've used the last couple games, just going to give that a bit of a break. Today we're going to try this priest deck. Now, this is the first time that I've tested this deck, so, you know, I'm hoping for big things, but that could all fall apart pretty quickly. But we'll see how we go. It's a control deck. Now that is probably self-explanatory, but basically what that means is we're trying to control the game. We're really hoping to basically have dominion over what happens. There should be all the big decisions being made by us and not being made by the opponent. So we'll see how that goes. And again, just to stress, this is literally the first time out with this deck. I haven't even played a friendly with it. Everything could go horribly wrong. And don't be too surprised if it does. It's not an amazing start here. Deathwing. Well, okay. I'm not going to play the Northshire Cleric yet, just because we don't really need a 1/3 minion, but I do want to use its ability to get some cards out, so we'll wait until we can actually take advantage of what she can do. Okay. So, let's do this.
Job's done.
Now the reason I did that is because obviously he's probably not going to be able to do 5 damage, but he might try and hurt it, which actually plays into our favour because then we can heal it using the hero power. The fact that he's needing to hero power is good, but he does have a lot there. So on turn 4, we're going to play the Ancient Watcher and silence it with the Ironbeak Owl. Easy peasy. Right for now, we'll hit that, and we'll do the heal. We'll get our card. Questing Adventurer. It's another good early pickup, actually. Not bad. So Ancient Watcher is a funny card. If you haven't seen that before, it's a 4/5 for 2, which is, I would imagine, the best mana to stat exchange in the game. But it can't attack. So yeah, interesting card. It's obviously great if you've got a silence in your hand, which we do. In fact, now we've got 2 of them. So that makes that particular decision pretty easy. But yeah, you know, it is one of those cards that can actually go either way. So turn 5, we'll have Holy Nova. Doesn't really matter. We'll have the Spellbreaker. That'll just be good if he plays anything with handling. Cabal Shadow Priest is great. Take control of an enemy minion that has 2 attack or less. I mean, you're not going to get a great minion out of it, but to be able to play a 4/5 and grab something that they've got on the board is awesome, especially if it's something like a Shield Bearer that, you know, they've put in front of everything else. You've now taken their taunt away. So yeah, that's not a bad one. And then obviously Questing Adventurer, I think, is pretty infamous if you've gone anywhere near Hearthstone before, but you know, the longer Questing Adventurer is left on the board, the more cards that get played, he just gets stronger and stronger and can really snowball. So he's a good one to have as well. This guy's got 9 cards in his hand. I don't know what he'd possibly have in there that he's waiting to play. He's level 20, so you know, this isn't a brand new player. So you'd think he would have a plan. Coining. Alright, so what costs 5? Kurobashi Berserker. Okay. Fine. I mean, we're literally just gonna have to take that out. So we could silence it, and that just makes it a 2/7, which is far less annoying. And it hits back for 2, so this is a good opportunity for us to maybe hit it for a little bit and then get that back. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to play the Spellbreaker and silence it, and then, no, maybe not. What have we got? 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I silence it, we'll kill it this turn. We won't be able to heal anybody though. But that's okay. Let's do it. So then we'll go 1, 2, 4. Okay. So next turn it will be really cool to Holy Nova. With any luck we'll be able to do that. But you never know. You really never know. Just depends on what he plays. Hopefully he hasn't got too much Ravenhold Assassin. Okay. Okay. Is that it? No? Something more coming? The cost 1. No, maybe not. Okay.
I wonder.
Come on. Let's light this fire. Okay, nothing else. Okay. So I'm thinking definitely want a Holy Nova for that 2 additional cards. That'd only leave us with 1 mana left over. It's a bit of a bummer, but not much you can do there. It will also drop the Ravenhold Assassin's health to 3, which means that there's a bit less for him to attack. With that 7 damage though, he could potentially tear through a bit, so it might be better to get a taunt out on, say, the Spellbreaker. Yeah, we could Spellbreaker and then use our hero power. That's not a bad one. I think we're going to go with that. Sorry, Sun Fury Protector is what I'm talking about, not the Spellbreaker. So, adjacent minion. So, I'm going to drop it on the end here. Because I don't really want him to attacking this. Just because it has a higher health value than the Spellbreaker. It's a bit more valuable to keep alive. And then, let's heal him up, because he's a bit more valuable there. Perfect, and let's play that. And let's attack with all 3. Come on, come on. Oof. A little lag got me a little panicky. So we are definitely in control, but he does have 8 cards in his hand, and the later we get into the game, the more likely it is that there's something in that hand that he's ready to play. I mean, having a taunt out does pretty much nullify that Ravenhold Assassin's advantage of having stealth. But any sort of removal gets rid of that taunt, and then he's got it again. Sea Giant. Not too big of a deal, honestly. Not too big of a deal. That's not great, don't get me wrong. But it's not something we can't handle. I have to say, sitting here looking at that Deathwing in my hand, it feels a little bit cheesy to have it. Okay. Again, that kind of just plays into us. We can hole in over that and be pretty happy. And that just seems like a flat out waste. I guess not, actually. Realistically, you know, he's got to do all the damage he possibly can. That's beautiful. Look at that. So, I think we're going to hold off on the Holy Nova. I think we're going to go Questing Adventurer and Shadow Word Death. So basically, Questing Adventurer, then Shadow Word Death, the Sea Giant. That's going to leave us on 1 mana. Bit of a pain. I'd really love to be healing these guys just for the additional cards, but I'm relatively happy with that. I don't mind that.
Right away.
He's down to 10 health, so if he is one of those decks that uses a lot of Sea Giants, or I think Mountain Giants have a similar effect, then he's probably ready to get some stuff on the board. But, I mean, I'm sitting on Fatal, so he's definitely got to start ramping it up or he's going to be in big trouble. Really big trouble, actually. He will struggle. I don't use the emotes much. Maybe we should. One for each other friendly minion. So that's not great for all of his 7 mana played. Not great at all. Alright, so now the game is pretty much to play as much as possible. So I think what we'll do, since we've got Fatal, let's do this. I just want to see what cards I pick up. So I should grab 2 cards, or 3 cards out of that, maybe. Now I've got Fatal on the board, so at this point I'm really just screwing around. Look at all this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no, it's whenever a minion is healed, so we'll heal his minion and get another card. Awesome. Alright, let's finish this. Alright, GG. Nice and easy, that one, actually. Pretty cruisy. Not a bad deck. I mean, we're on a good run now with these decks, and we're level 22. We're really starting to cruise through the levels, which is great, because we really started off quite slowly getting out of that level 25 gate, but yeah, it's nice to be going a little bit better. So I think I'm going to do another back-to-back episode here, but obviously I'm trying to release these a little bit slowly so that, you know, there's not a lot to watch at once. You can sort of go through them at your own pace. So anyway, with that, thanks for watching once again. As always, check out the other videos. There's some really cool stuff, particularly the deck building video at episode 8, I think is really awesome. And you know, as I said, I learned a lot. So if you're new to Hearthstone or you're just sort of a bit open-minded to learning something new, I think that's an awesome video to check out. But until the next one, keep playing and I'll see you next time.